Hello and good morning, everyone. OnlyPositivity here. I have my coffee with me, ready to explore this new phase of life with you all. So over the past few years, I have gained a whole new perspective on life, and I've realized that life is too short to not be enjoying yourself while doing great things. So come along with me as I explore this new lens through fitness, photography, reading, traveling, cannabis, and much more. Looking forward to the journey, guys. And remember, OnlyPositivity. All right, and we are live. You like my soundboard?
Don't have too much fun with that, all right?
It's pretty cool.
That is pretty dope. We sound great, I think.
Really clear. I think your voice is going to come out really nice. I have this like underlying rumble, like this bass to my voice.
It's like a little bit of a muffle.
I mean, it's part of my voice. I don't know how to get rid of it.
I like it.
Yeah, but you don't have that, so I think it'll come out a lot better.
But like
your voice
you said,
out.
I'm naturally loud, so sometimes I have to like actively try to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool because I can, like, let's say you're getting passionate about something.
Yeah.
I can actually turn down the gain so it doesn't hurt. You know, it doesn't hurt when someone's listening to it, you know?
Oh, that's awesome. How do you like these so far, your new mics, your new system?
I really like them. I've been getting like, I mean, obviously you can tell from this setup, it's like
dope.
a lot different, right? It's like kind of a professional setup, right?
For sure.
But I also feel like the sound has been coming out better on Spotify and YouTube and everything when I'm uploading them, which is a big deal, you know?
For sure. It's crystal clear.
Yeah, the user experience is kind of, you know, interesting. And that's something I've been learning too. Because like I've been talking to good people.
Yeah.
But it's like if people, you know, some of my friends have been like, oh man, like this podcast was good. I just couldn't listen to it because like, you know, like it just hurt my ears.
Oh, sure.
You know, when certain guests are talking and some people are like really up in the mic and, you know, it just, I want to make sure that like I don't have to tell the person to like calm down at all. You know what I mean?
Because sure.
like that kind of ruins their passion and stuff like that when they're speaking.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. I remember, I think I was listening to one of our old podcasts in the car, and whenever I laughed, I had to turn my car volume down because I was just so obnoxious. I was loud.
It happens, you know, and that's the thing because I had like kind of like a janky setup, you know, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but moving on up.
Yeah, dude. Sweetwater hooked me up with this shit. They sent me an email today. They're trying to get folks to work for them, I think.
Oh, snap. Do you want to be a brand ambassador?
I mean, it'd be cool, I think, to work at Sweetwater. Because you know what?
Yeah, it would be.
You know, like, you know those mics that Joe Rogan has, those like long nose black ones?
I thought that these were the same ones.
No, these are different.
Oh.
They're in I would say they're like in the same category. You know what I mean? But these ones are specifically for podcasting, for broadcasting.
Sure, okay.
And that's why I bought them because the other ones, they work for obviously really well.
Right.
They're one a lot more expensive, but they're more for like singing, you know,
Oh,
too.
Okay, cool.
Which is not what I do. So
Right.
I was just like, you know, it was mainly the price thing though, whatever. But yeah, what do you call it? So Sweetwater, so those mics, the reason I brought that up, those mics, that company Shure,
Yeah.
it's called Shure. They only manufacture their own mics,
Okay.
right? That they sell and distribute their own mics. Sweetwater is like a warehouse store. It distributes all types of mics.
Okay.
So that's why it'd be cool to work for Sweetwater because you don't get pigeonholed into like one type of equipment, right? Like
Yeah.
they have Rode, they have Shure, they have Sony, you know, Bose, they have all of it. So it'd be cool to work there.
Who knows? Maybe one day they'll sponsor you.
Hey, dude.
Hashtag OnlyPositivity.
Let's go. Cash me. But anyway, how was your day?
My day was awesome. Super chill. I'm off this week. I start my new job next week.
Nice.
It's been productive ever since we came back from Mexico on Sunday. I think that my days have been filled with half productivity and, you know, half just relaxing, which is exactly what I wanted because I think the last thing that I wanted was on Sunday before I start my new job was to look back at this week and be like, man, I'm a huge piece of shit. I didn't do anything productive.
Really?
Well, I mean, like an even mix, I guess. You know, productivity plus some relaxing.
It's nice. It's sometimes relaxing to be productive, right? Like
totally. It's like therapeutic, you know, like today when I was cleaning, I was like, I think I would so much rather like clean and organize versus just kind of like laying around doing nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I agree. Sometimes it's like your mind takes over when you're too idle, you know, and you,
Yeah.
like get all weird.
Oh, totally. Or like, you know, I was thinking about it. Like I was having a good time, like cleaning the kitchen and Swiffering and stuff. what would I be doing otherwise? Like in the Instagram hole, just like swiping, you know, or like just in the Facebook hole, just going through my feed, you know? So
yeah, I find myself doing that a lot these days. I need to stop that shit, dude. I'm always on my phone and on Instagram, like just looking at shit. And
me too. It's so, I mean, like my screen report will come back the following weekend or following week. I'm embarrassed with how many hours I have a day. It's like, it's embarrassing. It's like 5 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That's like, that seems low even. I feel like I'm on it like all the time, you know, like throughout the day, but whatever, man. I mean, it's fun. I feel like a lot of what we do is not always just like scrolling. You know, I do a lot of like you know, the real stuff and like trying to edit videos and like, you know, like my YouTube stuff.
You're a little better than I am. I'm just like scrolling, really.
Maybe, yeah. I would like deprecate, you know, I'd be like, oh, dude, you're on your phone, get off. But then I would be like, dude, you're doing stuff on your phone. Like I'll go back in my old posts and like add hashtags in, or, you know, try to organize my Instagram page or something. So
that's productive.
I don't know. Yeah, it's fun and productive. So I guess it's not all bad, dude. You know.
No, it's not. Sometimes it's like needed too, you know? And so I like a mix where, you know, I can be productive. I can be on Instagram for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then we can go for a walk like we did today. You know, it was beautiful weather out. Finally, it's supposed to be shitty again tomorrow and Friday, but you know, take the good with the bad.
Dude, do you remember those two pit bulls we saw?
Oh, so cute.
Dude, I thought they were cute at first from a distance.
I thought they were cute.
They were cute. And then when I got up and they were being all rambunctious and annoying, and I was like, it's like, man, you're ugly, dude. Like, I was immediately like, oh,
yeah, that's just because they had this like attitude about them as soon as we got a little bit closer. But they were like, they were handsome dogs from like far. I agree.
Yeah, I think that's a good word. They were handsome dogs.
Yeah.
They were like, they had nice like golden like brown fur, and they seemed like they were strong dogs, you know.
I would never be like, oh my God, that dog is so cute. I'm more like, wow, that's like a strong, beautiful dog, you know.
Nice. A couple good adjectives in there.
How was your day?
My day was good. Yeah, it was productive. I feel like, you know, even though I'm working, I'm kind of on like vacation mode with you.
Yeah,
too,
you're chilling with me a lot.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I think a lot of like the people I work with like do a lot of shit off hours, you know? So maybe they're in meetings all day, and then after hours they start sending emails, you know? So this whole week, like I had projects to do, so I was doing the shit, and then it was kind of slow, but then like, you know, today, like after hours, like just before we sat down, I got a bunch of emails about a bunch of projects that I have to do. And it's like, it's just interesting because during the day it's all like quiet, you know, and I'm working on my stuff. And then after like at like 7, 8, 9 p.m., I get all these emails rolling in that I got to respond to the next day. But it's all good. Like my work is good. I feel like I'm back on the diet game pretty good. We both went grocery shopping, so got our shit together.
Oh, that's another thing that I did today.
Yeah. Good for you, dude.
I went grocery shopping, spent way too much money at Trader Joe's. I was like, it hurts a little bit.
You're a trader hoe?
I'm such a trader hoe. Yeah. It gets me every time. But, you know, sometimes I go in there with this mentality like, all right, it might be another 2 weeks until I go back.
Sure.
So let me stock up, you know? And so I buy just so much shit. Like I bought like 4 jars of jalapenos. Like there's no reason to buy 4 jars of jalapenos at once.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, I go through 2 jars a week of jalapenos.
Dude, all those pickles are almost gone.
Yeah, dude.
I bought them on Monday, bro.
Right? I eat pickles like nobody's business.
Damn. Sounds a little raunchy.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I honestly put Trader Joe's in the same category as Target for you.
Sure.
It's like I just don't understand what happens to you there, but something does, and it seems to help your mental health. So
you are so spot on. I would definitely put Trader Joe's and Target on the same level, same platform of how much it contributes to my overall mental health and my happiness. Both of those places make me feel some type of way. I can't explain it. You know, I don't know what it is about it. It might be the lighting. It might be the food. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something about it in those 2 places because I feel instantly relaxed when I
Feel
step
understood.
in. I don't know. It's just my happy place. I don't
Good.
know. I like both of those places, Trader Joe's and Target, so much. They should sponsor me.
It's like a wonderland. Because I never go there because you go shopping there. But I subscribe to all these Trader Joe's pages on Facebook and Instagram, and they have so much cool shit. And then, but because I can't go in there and see it, it's kind of like this like Narnia, like, you know,
Totally
fantasy land that I'll never go to. But yeah. Anywho, I've been like kind of shitting around for about 10 minutes here. So,
oh god,
look at dude, you know. Now all these people show up to my podcast and everything like that.
Oh my god!
They just like laugh a bunch.
You're gonna abuse that laugh.
They're
one.
still laughing. And sometimes they just give me a round of applause for no reason.
Gosh.
For no reason at all. They just do that.
Oop. All right.
So yeah, I mean, it's nice to have some fans now. I feel like I'm
for sure
gaining some traction. Feel like the clout's kicking in.
I was gonna say, don't let the clout get to your head.
I don't know why I did that one, but yeah, I'm gonna actually make all of my own presets on this thing.
Ooh.
And just like see because I can just record one from here.
Yeah.
Save it and like have it be on one of these things.
I'll make one too.
You should. Yeah. But yeah, anywho. So I know we're here to discuss our most recent travel endeavors.
Hell yeah.
Specifically Monterey, California, which was, I don't know, it was such an adult vacation.
Totally.
I felt like it was really adult bougie vacation that we took, but it was I don't know. What were your early thoughts of it?
Man, I love Monterey. Like I totally agree. It was such an adult vacation, and it was quick.
Yeah,
it was quick, but so short and sweet. I think that we did everything that we could have possibly done in the time that we had. You know, and so overall thoughts, I loved it. I mean, it's one of those places I feel like every time I come back from California, I'm like, I want to move there.
Yeah,
I want to live in California. We are California people, you know? But at the same time, man, the cost of living there, Jesus Christ, so expensive.
Yeah. It'd be interesting if like we did move to California, because, you know, I feel like right now what we say is like, okay, like the bang for buck over there is really, like in terms of property, is bad. Like you pay a lot for something small, right? But we pay a lot. We pay for more space here is because we're inside more often.
Right.
And I'd be outside all the time if
We
I
do
lived in
everything
California.
outside,
I would come inside to like sleep and, you know, chill like for a little bit before bed. But otherwise, I'd be outside all the time. So there might be an even trade off there, but I don't know. Who knows? You know. California is a beautiful state.
I love California. I mean, I don't think I'll ever get sick of it, but who knows? You're right. Maybe it's because we live here that we appreciate California so much. I don't know. Like maybe if we did move out there one day, I'd be like, damn, it is so expensive here. And it might just like wear me out. I don't
maybe.
know.
Who knows? I mean, the grass isn't always greener, but sometimes it is too.
Exactly. But Monterey, I would put it right at top of that list with San Diego, one of those places that I just fell in love with. You know, we've been to so far together, Monterey, Sonoma, and
San Diego.
Those three places. We're going to Palm Springs next month. Of those three that we've already been to, I think it goes San Diego, Monterey, and then Sonoma in terms of where I would actually choose to live or move out.
Yeah. I mean, it would be really tough to live in Sonoma like that.
It would be so tough, right?
Yeah, I think even it would be nice to live in Monterey, but it's also kind of removed from the airports and stuff.
100%.
You know? So it would be like one of those places like we would stay, you know, like and not go to many places, which brings its own like, you know, difficulties and whatever. But yeah, so what was it? We left on a Thursday evening, right?
Yeah.
Thursday after work. What do you call it? I remember it being like a relatively cold day here in Chicago.
Yeah.
It was like kind of shitty. And we made it over to Monterey around like, what was it, 10?
Yeah,
Was it
I want
8
to
or
say we
something?
landed around 8:30. We probably got off the plane closer to like 9.
Yeah, I normally I think because I hadn't traveled since Arizona back
Yeah.
in February, I mistimed like taking those edibles, and like I took them way too early. I took them like before we left the apartment,
Right.
and like the tweak part happened like when we were in like the security line. And so like and by the time we got to the actual airplane, I was like, I would say I wasn't in a phase where I was going to fall asleep anymore. I was kind of in that, my mind was active.
Yeah.
So I was awake the whole flight, which was kind of poo-poo.
I don't remember the flight there so much. Like I remember, were you watching Blade Trinity on the way
yeah, I was
there?
watching Blade Trinity.
Or was it on the way back?
Well, I watched most of it on the way there, and then I finished it up on the way back.
Okay, got it.
It deserves my full attention.
Yep, yeah, terrible movie.
Okay.
For anyone who's listening, do not watch Blade Trinity.
Wesley Snipes would not be happy with that comment.
Oh my gosh.
Ryan Reynolds is in that movie too.
Oh, terrible,
Jessica Biel
terrible
too.
movie.
Power cast, guys.
But yeah, no, I think I slept on the way there a little bit. But I've been doing those like over the counter sleeping tabs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tabs?
That's what it's called on the container. It's called sleeping tab.
Okay. What is it? You put it on your tongue or something? Is it
No.
like a Listerine strip?
No, I mean, I guess you don't necessarily need to take it with water, but I do.
Is it what is it? A capsule?
It's like a little tiny cat. It's like almost like a Tic Tac.
Oh, so it's not a tab.
It's kind of like breaks apart. It's like a pill, honestly,
Okay.
but it's just a sleeping tab. And they say to take one, right? But I feel like one doesn't do. It's an over-the-counter sleeping pill. It doesn't do anything if you take one.
Did you take one like at any point, or do you start with like like two or something?
No, I'll only take one.
Oh, so
I only take one all the time. Like I never take more than one because I'm like, it's not that serious. If I don't sleep, I don't sleep. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to take a bunch of over-the-counter sleeping pills just to feel. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I took one, and it's like not this like calm, like you're out of it sleep like you are when you're really just like on those edibles. Like it's
When I'm
not
on
like
those
that
edibles.
when you're on those starred edibles, you're like zonked out, it's
Yeah.
not like that type of sleep. Like I'm still aware of what's happening around me. It's kind of like this restless sleep.
Yeah.
It's in and out, I'm kind of having like these fits, and so I don't know, maybe I need to try the whole edible thing. It's just that tweaks me out. I think being on edibles on a plane, I don't know if it'd be a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to like tell you to do it or not do it. It's just something that I tried out and I thought it was like a good way to travel,
So tell me real quick, what's the first trip that you tried that out for? Macau?
I think like, no, actually that was the problem. That would have been the perfect trip to use them.
Yeah, you didn't have any.
Dude,
right?
I was such an unprepared traveler.
Yeah.
Like in Macau, like when I went to, so we flew to Hong Kong. I didn't have like a phone charger really, but luckily I could plug it into the thing. But I didn't plan at anything. Like, I was like, my phone's gonna die and I'm gonna be, off the grid.
But they had a USB.
Yeah, the USB
Okay.
in the seat
Okay.
monitor. And then I also hadn't downloaded any playlists.
Yeah. Oh.
So I just didn't really have any like music besides like the illegally downloaded music I had at the time.
Oh. Yeah.
And so and then I didn't really prep at all for it. Right, I didn't bring like a sweatshirt. Like you definitely need to bring a sweatshirt for the plane because it gets
Right.
cold. And
Right.
I just, like I said, I wasn't prepped. No like neck pillow. Not that I use them now, but if I had a long flight like that now, I would
Yeah.
bring one.
Right.
So yeah, that was a miserable trip all around. But so the first trip I think I used it for was like, man, that's a good one. I think maybe like Colorado. When we went to Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not. I don't
It
know.
could be. I mean, that was like one of the first trips that we ever went on together.
Yeah, I don't remember like what I do. So what I do remember is Joe Rogan said it in one of his podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I tried it after that. Mm-hmm. And I started listening to Joe Rogan like 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So it was shortly after that. Like, I was like, oh, let me try that shit. It would be cool. And then I started trying it, and it was actually really fun.
It could have been Colorado, honestly, because I remember you had that chocolate bar right before.
Yeah, on the
and
way
you pretty
home.
much slept the entire time.
It's good. I don't know. It's like a weird sleep. It's not like a unconscious sleep. It's like I can remember what I was thinking about when I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I was like resting. Like I don't
Were
know.
you like
standby
lucid
mode.
dreaming, you think?
No, I'm like aware. It's just like I feel like I'm in standby mode. Like my body just shuts off and my mind's working.
Yeah.
So I'm like thinking about stuff. I'm running through scenarios in my mind and just like tripping out kind of, it's like fun. But yeah, I think the annoying part is it's like afterwards, it's like, after you do edibles or something, it's like you're tired once you come down from it all, once you're back to normal. And, for us, we get to like make a 2-hour commute to Monterey from San Francisco,
right.
So I mean, it's not like tough or anything like that. It's just like, I want to go to sleep, and it's like late night, we're driving, and that was kind of a bummer too, because, the views, on the way back.
Yeah.
I wish we had those on the way there, but it was dark, so we didn't get them. So it felt like we were just, when you drive for a long time in the dark and you don't know where you're going, you feel like it's taking forever.
Right.
So I thought I was like, we're never going to get there,
Yeah. So did you feel like that Thursday night when we were driving, that we were just like driving aimlessly to Monterey?
Yeah. I was like, oh, dude, like, I feel like I'm not moving anywhere,
Yeah, kudos to you, because I was sleeping on that drive because I just did not get any sleep on the plane.
It was late.
Yeah.
But luckily Wingstop was open.
Ooh.
Monterey Wingstop.
Shout out to Monterey Wingstop, who literally let us in 10 minutes before closing.
Dude,
we were those people.
They had to unlock the door to let us in to pay.
They were like cleaning and shit like when we got there. But it was honestly so worth it being those people for those 30 wings that we got.
Dude, and that motherfucker was super stingy with the ranch. Remember? He's like, you got to pay for it. I'm like, dude,
I would have paid for it, honestly. But he made me like, he was like, oh, you had to order it ahead.
Right. Oh, we closed down the ranch bar. Like, okay, sorry.
Right? Like, how hard would it have been to just like kind of just throw it in the bag and charge me extra?
Yeah, no worries at all. Whatever. But we did we get boneless or bone in?
No, we got boneless.
Boneless.
Yeah, we
nice.
we got 30 boneless wings, dude. At like midnight.
Dude, it was so nice. Dropped off we went and we like got like situated in the room and like dropped the car at valet.
Yeah.
And like 10 minutes later at like 12:30 a.m. I'm like, can you bring my car back around?
Yeah, 100%. And then we ate, and I think that was Thursday.
Dude, yeah. Shout out to the Monterey Marriott for their hospitality and the free water bottles. Like, let's go.
You were so hype on the free water bottles. I agree. That's like a huge perk, I think, of being a Marriott Bonvoy member. I mean, we've struggled before because water bottles aren't free, so we got to find a 7-Eleven and get a bunch of water bottles for the weekend.
Yeah, we also got free Wi-Fi. That would have been something we had to pay for.
Yup, yeah.
And then also, if they had a room upgrade, we would have gotten a free room upgrade.
Oh man,
not that we needed one, but
our room was. I loved it.
Well, yeah, what do you call it? Anoop would totally geek out over that. Like, that's something he would be like, oh, dude, that's this impeccable service,
Totally. It makes me like being a Marriott Bonvoy member makes me wonder, like, man, should we be like hotel members everywhere, like Hyatt members and like Hilton members, wherever the fuck wherever we stay.
What I mean.
So I was like, oh, that just came out.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, that seemed like a good option because they have a lot of they have a lot of hotels in the Marriott program, so you can pretty much go anywhere.
All right, so we're gonna be a Marriott family. It
sounds like it, but no, feel free to holler at Hyatt or Best Western, any of the ones that they think represent you.
No. I guess Marriott's cool, but yeah, no, that hotel was awesome. Did you use the gym at all?
I went, so I tried to.
Right.
I went to the gym and they had these TRX ropes on the wall outside of the gym. So like it was actually outdoors.
Where that like jacuzzi was.
Yeah, but it had just rained the night before. So when you do those TRX ropes, you got to plant your feet. Yep. So I was like, I'm going to bust my shit. Yeah. So I went and I did like, they didn't even have like a pull-up bar area. So I grabbed the top of 2 machines and I just like makeshifted some pull-ups,
Gotcha.
And then I went for this awesome run on the beach.
Right.
I just ran a 5K on the beach, which was amazing.
And that was Friday morning when we woke up, right?
Yeah. Well, we got up and then we went to Captain and Stoker.
Yeah.
And got that avocado toast.
I got that banana peanut butter bread.
So good.
That was so good. I mean, it was so simple. It was literally just toast, peanut butter, banana, and honey. But it's just like the way they dressed it all up. It was so bougie.
It was like they made like a a domino thing with the banana slices. And they like knocked it down on the bread.
Right.
Right.
It's exactly how it was.
And that place was super vibey with like, it was like in a garage, you know, like an old garage. And like they, like it seemed like people were going there before they like went surfing and stuff. So grab a quick bite to eat. And
right. It was so our vibe. Like it looked like an athletic group of people that were there.
Yeah.
And they were just having their morning coffee, you know, and it was kind of just like us. We were about to go do our workouts, kind of start our day, stop for a quick bite, nothing too like, you know, filling or anything, just a quick coffee and some toast, you know, and then go on our way.
So nice, right? Yeah, so that was really nice. And then I think afterwards we came back and chilled for a little bit and did our workouts and everything, right?
Right.
Kudos, right? That I feel like that's something like that we're evolving with, is doing our workouts on vacation.
Yeah, I think that's something we used to never really incorporate into traveling.
Yeah.
Just because I also don't think that we traveled as much as we do now. But yeah, I think it's really important to, at least if you're not actually making time to do a workout, at least try to like move your body and be active in some regard, whether it's like through an excursion, you know, activity, walking, right? Exactly.
You did a workout video, right?
I did a workout video in the hotel room.
Oh, not that. That one.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks,
all
guys.
my fans. Yeah, I did a workout in the hotel room, and that's been working out for me, honestly, doing like a quick video, casting it on the TV.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really, really good like 40-minute sweat. Mm-hmm. And then you just shower and be on your way. You start your day.
Yeah. It was gorgeous. When I got out for the run too.
Yeah.
It was like,
you did a 5K, right?
I did a 5K on the beach path, which was really nice. I saw a bunch of good ass views. Ran by the Naval Academy out there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I just got some cool videos on the beach and shit. It was dope. I was like, man, I would do this like all the time.
Totally.
If I lived out here, you know.
Yeah.
So that it was really nice. And then we came back, and then we got ready and went. Did we go to Sir Burger? We got the burgers.
We got ready, and then we went to go get those burgers, which I want to say that was one of my favorite meals that we did.
Which was funny because like really that place was like empty. We were the only people in there.
And I just thought like, man, like, are we really going to waste lunch on like this like place that doesn't even like look that great? No one else is here.
Yeah.
But that hit so hard.
It was
What'd you get?
So good. I got, I think I got a Sir Burger, which is like, they had like, it was just like a regular burger, but it had like bacon on it. You know what I mean? Like that was it. But that was what I wanted. I wanted like a burger, like a hearty burger, because I was like, we'll probably have a few drinks today.
Yeah.
And I probably won't like eat again until dinner. So I just like ate like hefty. You know?
Yeah. Your fries were really good.
Yeah. And you got a fried chicken sandwich?
I got a fried chicken sandwich it had this like spicy Asian slaw. And it was so funny. On the menu, it said, I forget what the terminology or the phrase was, but it said something like out of your mind spicy, or like, can't handle spicy, or something like that, to just kind of outline that it's the spiciest thing that they have in the menu. Dude, I took one bite of that burger and I was like, no way.
Give me the Tabasco.
Yeah, it was not spicy, but once you added a little bit of Tabasco on there, perfect. It hit so hard. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good meal. It was a good like first real meal there.
Right.
And then we stopped at that place, that little coffee shop afterwards. And I got like a Mexican hot chocolate? Was that what it was?
You got a Mexican mocha, like a Mexican mocha latte.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I know Mexican was in the title. I'm not just being like racist about it, but it was in the title.
It was in the title. I forgot what I got.
Yeah, yours was good though. I know yours was good, but mine really hit the spot because I was in this. Remember when I went to Arizona and I got that horchata latte? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like I'm in that like phase of like Hispanic like hot beverages.
Yeah.
And it was on point, dude. It was rich for sure.
Yeah,
I was all about that.
I mean, yours was good. I don't like mocha. That's why I don't like appreciate things like that, because I don't like that chocolatey coffee flavor.
Yeah.
I remember what I got. I got a Thai coffee.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like a little bit of like coconut with some like robust coffee undertones, but like, it was light and creamy and like kind of milky, Really good.
Oof, I remember it being good. I don't remember exactly what it tasted like. But I remember it being really good.
It hit hard right after that burger too. I was like, ooh, I like
me
this.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think after that we went back and chilled for a bit.
No, after that, after we got our coffee, we got our car, and then we went to the dispensary.
Right. Yeah. So we went to the dispensary.
Yeah.
Higher level dispensary out there in Monterey,
Yep.
which was really good. The most polite bunch of people that I've ever met for the most part.
Probably the best experience that I've had at a dispensary ever.
It's like even the customers, it's like you can't even make that shit up. Remember we were walking in and that old lady was like, "Oh my God, what a beautiful couple."
Yeah, right.
The dude at the front was like, "Welcome to higher level dispensary."
Just so nice, Like I feel like sometimes, it's surprising that this happened in Colorado, but I feel like sometimes they make it seem like it's like a chore if you ask questions and stuff, and it's like, dude, like this is your job. Like, why aren't you a little bit more passionate about it? But did not get that at higher level. I felt like everyone was so passionate about what they do.
Yeah. It's like you have to be a little bit more understanding about the menu, right? Because it's not like in a restaurant they have like a menu. So if you don't like know what you want, it's like, come on, like you're being a fucking idiot. Just read it, right? But like at dispensaries, it's like a overwhelming menu. So the user, the customer might not even look at it.
Right.
They'll come in and be like, I just want something like, I want some sativa edibles that aren't chocolate. Right. And like, you need someone to help you there. You need a bud tender to help you there,
Right.
And he definitely did. And what I thought was the craziest thing was like those 2 pens he picked up, right? 0.5 gram carts. Like here, that would cost you at least $150 for those 2.
Right.
And we got them for $26.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. I got those 2. I got like this 2 gram blunt, and then what else did we get?
Gummies. And I just realized we have not even tried.
We haven't gotten into those, right?
Yeah.
They're still around.
Because I didn't, partake that entire trip, but you did get a couple of pre-rolls, right?
Oh yeah.
No, did you?
I don't think I got any pre-rolls.
You didn't. Just that blunt, right?
Just depends. I didn't want to like walk around with too much shit on me.
I think that was it.
That was it.
It seemed like more. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we were just like not trying to hit it super hard. Like,
I mean, definitely I wasn't.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I wasn't trying to hit it like real crazy. But what do you call it? And then we got out of there. Beautiful day.
Yeah.
Amazing
gorgeous.
Day. Popped over and to the aquarium. And dude, the spot where the aquarium is at is a cool place.
Yeah.
The parking sucks, but it's like
parking was terrible.
Yeah, it's weird. They don't even accommodate for parking. They have like a small garage. It's like, a lot of people come to this place. Anyway, but I'm not the city planner. but yeah, it was really fun to just kind of pop over in that parking lot beforehand.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought like we were going to consume that blunt together.
Yeah.
But no, not really.
Right.
And so when I finished, I was like ready for the aquarium.
I'm sure you were. I'm sure that was a really tweaky but very cool experience for you. I mean, even I can't imagine because like I was 100% sober. Right?
Yeah.
Didn't even have an alcoholic beverage that day yet, and that aquarium was a tweaky experience for me. So I mean, for you, I'm sure it was like next level cool.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
I really liked how it seemed like it was part of the landscape, like that aquarium.
Right.
It didn't seem like it was like its own entity. It seems like, I mean, this is obviously not true, but it seems like animals came and went from that place as they pleased. You know what I mean? Like they were just like, oh, I'm going to pop in, get some food, and I'm going to head out.
Yeah. I get that.
But yeah, what was your favorite part of the aquarium?
I don't know if I have like a favorite part because I just felt like all of it was just like super like, I don't know, like magnificent and extraordinary. Like, I think the part that most sticks out to me though was that tank of jellyfish.
Yeah.
That was so crazy. Like just being in there and it's pitch black and all you see is the illumination of blue from the tank. And then these huge, just like fleshy pink creatures just kind of like floating in and out. And they're all just kind of mixing together. And, it was wild. I thought it was so beautiful. That, and I really liked just like that huge octopus that we saw, that was so trippy.
Yeah, that I feel I have to personally apologize to that octopus for flashing it, dude. It was horrible.
So for our listeners, there is a sign on every window of the octopus's tank that says, "Do not flash the octopus." And so everyone is kind of around it trying to get this like great picture or video of it. And I put my phone up and, obviously I'm not going to turn my flash on. And then right behind me, this dude over here that I'm with, he puts his flash on and flashes the octopus.
Dude, it auto does it when it's dark. That's why I was like, oh, but you can't tell. I was like, oh my God, I'm the only one doing this.
I didn't know it was auto.
No, yeah, I didn't turn it on. I was just like hit record. And it just like turned on, and I was like, once I realized after the video was over.
Anyway, he was that person.
I was the only one. I was the only one
who actually flashed the octopus. And I kind of like ducked and pretended like I didn't know him for a couple of seconds and walked away.
Yeah, I want to do the same to myself.
Did you get any like really evil stares from anyone?
Not, I was pretty stoned for that, so I didn't like
even register.
Yeah, I didn't, and I want to apologize to everyone there and be like, hey guys, like,
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Did you apologize to the octopus?
I apologize to the octopus and myself.
Yeah.
Sorry for putting yourself through this. But no, I really like that one wall. It was like floor to ceiling like glass, and it was like dark, and there was like all these huge fish in there.
Like right when we walked in, right? When we were sitting on the benches?
I know what you're talking about. That one was even taller. Like there was another one. It was like kind of halfway through the exhibit, and it was just like one wall, like left to right, top to bottom. And there was just these huge fish in there, and they're all kind of synchronously swimming.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is crazy,
Okay.
I have it's one of the ones I have on my like view, my like gallery, highlight.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it, but that like tripped me out because I felt like I was like in the water there, It's like it was immersive almost.
That's dope.
Yeah, that was cool. And that little show we got to be a part of was cool.
That was cool. Like when we went to go watch that movie on like the gray whales and what was the bird again?
Oof. I forget that bird. I mean, but it was like a conservation like video.
Right. It was the sea otters, the gray whales, and some bird that I can't remember.
There was that, and they also had those elephant nose like seals or walruses.
That's what I was talking about. I don't know why I said sea otters.
Oh.
It's what you said.
Yeah. They had those. I forget, but it's cool. Like, I mean, I don't know how much action happens, but it's like kind of a cool way to get people charged up.
I mean, it was cool. I liked it. I mean, I also think that we're a little bit weird. We're biased because we watch like Planet Earth and animal, documentaries all the time at home. So like something like that show, like that movie was like really actually interesting to us versus I feel like, 15, 20 years ago, if I were to go on like a field trip and someone made me sit through that, I'd be like, this is the most boring thing ever. I'd just be like waiting for it to be over. But man, I thought that was so informative.
Yeah. It was honestly like one of the best experiences I've ever had. That was such a cool aquarium, and the otters were really cute.
Totally.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like you spent a good amount of time there, probably like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, there, which is
perfect
good.
Amount of time, to get through the entire aquarium.
Yeah, it was dope. And then we head back and we stop at Alvarado Street Bar, right? And that little like area, that little like downtown area is really nice. Beautiful. Such a quaint area.
So many restaurants, so many shops, so many dessert places.
Yeah. I mean, aside from me and the waitress having like an awkwardness battle, I thought that was like a really good restaurant.
Yeah. I thought the food there, I feel like we had one of our best food experiences there.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of times too, like the food has to be good, but it's not always the food that it makes the entire experience.
Right.
Like we had fun there, we were like chilling, laughing.
Yeah.
The awkwardness battle was going on. And then we had that green beer.
Yeah. It was that blue raspberry. It was sour blue raspberry, like beer.
Well, she called it green beer.
Oh, did she?
That's our green beer, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I thought it was something like sour blue raspberry something. But yeah, that was so that was so good. I mean, we don't like beer. I mean, I know we're not beer people.
Not at all.
If that was something that was like a local beer around here, I would order that.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was like a beverage. It was like a fizzy beverage.
It was like
carbonated beverage.
What I would think, if like Truly came out with like a green apple or a blue raspberry.
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
Yeah. It was so good.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. But definitely a little turn after that one. After that, that was it. Dinner? Was it lunch, dinner in between?
Yeah, I would say it was like a dinner.
The dinner, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, went back and I think we just knocked out for a little bit.
Yep.
And then got up to be chubby boys again
Yeah.
in the evening.
I think we just got up to go eat again, right?
Yeah, we went to Whaling Station.
Yes.
Right. And
yeah.
then we got some shrimp, like some jumbo shrimp pasta.
And I got some gnocchi. Not good.
It was like gnocchi cereal, dude. It was like milk and like pieces of gnocchi. It was like not so great.
By far the most disappointing meal that we had there, I think, the entire trip. But it was fine because like I'm glad that we had dinner.
Yeah.
You know, that made up for the fact that dinner was not so great.
Right. And I wasn't even that hungry. Like I was hungry, but I wasn't like ravenous for dinner.
Right.
And they did bring us some good dessert, like cannoli.
Oh yeah, that was really
Right.
good. You know, me and cannolis.
That cannoli was dope, dude.
Yeah, that hit the spot.
Yeah, I think dinner was a saving grace of that. I'm sorry, dessert was a saving grace of that
right.
dinner. I remember, remember how they had like complimentary valet.
Oh yeah.
And on the way out, like I got the car and the guy was like, "Oh, he's kind of weird about me not tipping him."
Oh.
And I was like, well, first off, I would, but I don't have any like singles or cash
yeah.
on me.
Was he weird? I don't remember.
He seemed like a little bit like, he like paused for a second. I mean, he could have not been. He could have just been like a weird dude. But I was like, how do you offer complimentary valet, but I got to pay you for this too?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of, I mean, maybe I'm just being cheap, but
You're just
like,
being cheap.
I was like, I'll park up the road and I'll walk over here.
Yeah,
dude.
it's
Like,
hard. It's hard when you don't that happens to me at remember that place we used to live by, CityWorks?
Yeah.
So CityWorks weirdly offers complimentary
Right.
valet. And every time they go get my car, I feel like this twang of guilt because I'm like, I don't have any cash on me. I don't carry cash on me on a normal week,
Right.
And so whenever these like young teenage boys bring my car back, I'm like, I really don't know what to do, So someone in the group has to have singles, if it's like my best friend or whatever, they'll offer the tip, because I feel guilty. But I don't think either of us had money that night.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna like reach into my pocket for it either, even though I did have it. Because I was like, I'm not understanding this situation. But anyway, yeah, that's that.
What is that one? Birds?
The crickets.
Oh,
Kind of sounds like birds.
yeah.
This one's nice. I like this one a lot. It's like nice and light,
I do like that one.
But anyway, did we work out on Saturday?
No,
We didn't, right?
We went for a walk. Remember,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
kind of raining and kind of windy. We went to the crepe place.
Nice. We went to that crepe place in the morning. What was it called?
But it's called Brittanys.
Crepes of Brittany.
Brittanys Crepes.
Nah, dude, it was called Crepes of Brittany.
Was it?
Yeah, we'll look it up after.
I
but
don't
anyway,
remember.
Yeah. But that place was nice and quaint too.
I love that place. I got a sweet crepe, and I know that you got a savory.
Yeah.
So let's hear about yours first, because mine is just too special. I want to
Dude.
elaborate on it.
Remember your mom was like roasting me for not eating crepes?
Yeah.
Remember she's like, you've never had a crepe before? I was like, how often do you have crepes, dude? Like,
But like even the lady at Brittanys was kind of roasting you
She
too when you
was.
said that.
yeah, well, sorry, I don't have crepes all the time.
I mean, I totally agree. I've only had a crepe 2 other times in my life before the time that we went together.
Right? But anywho, I mean, yeah, I got a savory crepe, it was very like, I felt like it was very Indian, It was like,
Yeah.
it was like very like, it was like a little parota with
Yeah.
like some like ham or something inside
Ham
of
and
it.
eggs.
Ham and eggs. And I was so surprised that they got it into this little like thin paper thing. Cause there was
Right.
like a lot of shit in there, But I don't know, it hit the spot for me. It tasted like, morning Indian food almost, minus the meat part
Yeah.
of it. But maybe like Malayali food, right? Like something thin, but like meat in it. And just to start your day off with some carbs and protein,
Totally.
you know, it was good.
Yours kind of tasted like, or reminded me of like an American dosa.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
You
a really
know?
good one. Yeah.
Like an
nice.
American spin on a dosa.
Yeah, no,
know?
for sure. Because it didn't have like the spice
Right.
of like Indian
You
dosa.
know, it had eggs and ham too.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you're never going to find that in an Indian breakfast. But,
That's true.
You know, the crepe, you're right. It was paper thin,
So thin.
which reminded me of a masala dosa.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What did you get?
Oh my God. So I got an apple caramel crepe and no, they put whipped cream on top. So I was like, did they put ice cream on it? No, they did. So it was like, obviously it was a sweet kind of more dessert crepe. And so it had the crepe on the bottom that was like kind of like lightly dusted with powdered sugar. And then it had like these like really sweet, like just baked right apples with caramel and cinnamon drizzled all over it. And then whipped cream on top of that. And then caramel on top of that. Amazing. It was so good. I honestly almost got through the entire thing, but it was so decadent. And I know we had activities, you know, so I was like, let me just stop myself before I go into like a sugar coma.
Totally. Yeah, it was, I had a few bites of yours. It was really good.
It was like dessert for breakfast.
Yeah. I mean, we got up early and got over there and then went for a walk, right?
Yeah.
It was nice. It was a good day. And then, you know, it's funny that happens there. It's like kind of shitty in the morning.
Right.
And then it got beautiful. Like when we came back and showered up. And
Yeah.
when they picked us up for our wine tour.
It was awesome. I mean, it was almost like perfect timing because, like, you know, when we were walking to the crepe place, like you said, it was raining and it was pretty shitty outside. And I remember thinking, like, man, like the one excursion that we have today is an outdoor excursion.
Yeah.
If it's raining, you know, it's going to take away from the video. I was trying to be like optimistic, but I'm also like, damn, we paid like a pretty penny for this wine tour.
Right.
And for it to rain is kind of like, you know, I felt some type of way. But conveniently enough, and I feel like this happens with California all the time. It happened when we were in Sonoma right before our photo shoot. It stopped raining, you know,
right.
just like that. In Monterey, when we were about to go to the wine tour, it rained a little bit on the drive there when he picked us up. It stopped immediately when he parked.
It was like a beautiful day.
It was,
once we got to the winery.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. That service was really impeccable. The only thing I would say is like I wish he had a nicer car to pick us up in. But it was a nice car. It was fine. It was an older car. But like he had those mimosas waiting for us, which was really nice.
Which we drank very fast and happily.
It was good. And that first place, Omada, I think it was called Omada.
Odonata.
Odonata.
Yeah.
That place was really good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He brought us a cheese board. I wish they let us take tours of the property.
Yeah.
But like they took us through the winery and it was like, you know, had all the barrels inside. They had that wine and painting event that was going on.
Right.
All the basic bitches showed up.
I think, yeah, totally. I think that, you know, Odonata's vibe, or even just like the vineyards that we went to in Monterey, I think the vibe is less about the like going through the property and more about sitting and enjoying the view and sampling a bunch of different wines. Because I mean, we tried like so many, like 6 and 8, I want to say, like 6 wines at the first place, 8 wines at the other place. And I mean, like, you know me, like I was done.
Yeah.
I was out for the count right after the second, you know, vineyard. Because they were coming fast too. And it's like every time they come at you with a new one to try, I'm like, oh shit, I got to finish my first, like, you know, the one I have right now. And I just do like a quick shot. Yeah. You know,
they were coming at you like hot and fast with things. And I was like, you remember that one dude at Odonata that was like all passionate about it?
Yeah.
Like he was really passionate about it, but I was like, dude, you like need to lay off the Adderall or something, bro. But he was like, I was like, man, let's go, dude. He was super passionate about it. And I was like, this is really exciting for you, man. Like, I'm glad you're happy here and you love what you do and things like that. Everyone around that wine world seems like they're really in it, you know?
I feel like you can't do something like that unless you love it. You know, like you can't just like quit your 9 to 5 and kind of like go out on this adventure unless you're really sure about it.
Totally. I mean, same thing with the Rustique wines, like that other property we went to. Same thing. That dude was just like, he like loved it, you know?
He loved it, right? Like his parents had, kind of introduced him, and that's where he got his initial exposure. And then I think his mom had passed, so it was kind of like an ode to his mom. Yeah, it was just kind of like a really cool background story too. And then, that second place for Steak, like it wasn't anything fancy, but it was so beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
just
a property talk for itself,
right.
Which is nice. Yeah, they I follow them on Instagram now.
Yeah.
And they have like their pictures, of that place. The events they have are sick.
Yeah.
That property is gorgeous. What do you call? I'm gonna hit both of those guys up and see if they'll do a podcast with me.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to them. But yeah, I mean, that was a good tour. I assumed they were gonna take us to more places.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But I mean, two is enough.
2 was more than enough. I read in some of the reviews that basically they take you to as many as like you want to go to.
Yeah.
Right. And I just felt like if they're going to like serve us this many at one vineyard, then like how many do we need to make it to many? Yeah. It's like we're literally drinking like, I don't know, an entire bottle each, after the day is said and done. It's like, do we really need to drink more than a bottle of wine? Like, each,
but like, I was thinking it was less about like the number of wines, right? Like maybe I'd be happy with like 3 at a place, right? Mm-hmm. And then move to like 4 places, right? Or something like that, right? But they tailor it the way they want to, and it was really a great experience. I would like highly recommend it. Like, just the property itself is like, you don't even, I mean, obviously that you go there for the wine, but I would pay to just go see those areas, man. It's super nice. Totally.
I mean, I think overall, like the experience from, beginning to end was just like so seamless. Our tour guide was awesome. Yeah. So nice. Let me sleep on the way home with my mouth open. Of course, you got a picture of that.
Yep. Did we stop and get like pizza?
Yeah, hell yeah. And I was pretty turned for that experience.
Where did we go?
Oh man. I can't remember the name of it. Napoleon, like, was it like something Napoleon pizza or something?
Yeah. I can't even remember it right now.
Remember it was like all white in there.
Oh yeah. I do remember it. We went there. We got some wings too.
Yep.
We bought the pizza back, but like we
never ate it. Yeah.
That place was good. That place was really
so good. Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely napped after that whole thing.
Yeah.
And woke up again at night to eat.
To go eat at that restaurant, Esteban's.
Dude, it was popping in Monterey that night. Remember when we were walking there and back, and there's like people out and about everywhere?
Yeah. That was kind of a cool little walk.
Yeah. It was like the string lights across the street and everything. It was super nice. And then I know we didn't have the best experience with the waiter over there.
Yeah, dude.
He just seemed like he didn't care about us. And I need to be cared about,
right?
When I'm at a restaurant.
It was interesting. I feel like all of our dining experience, with the exception of our dinners at Monterey, were just like awesome. But like both our dinners for Friday night and Saturday night, like could have been a little bit better.
Yeah. I think it was like for Friday night at Whaling Station, I was like, those. They seem like a really popular place.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't need to like, be all crazy with the service,
right.
Especially because we weren't like drinking a bunch or whatever, but whatever. But this place, I was expecting more from it because we ordered like main dishes on the menu. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, hey man, like come and give me some love over here, dude. But whatever. I thought the paella was good. The food with those like pork chops were really good. Did we get lamb or
no, you're right. It was lamb chops.
It was lamb chops. Yeah. Those are really good, I thought. I got a lemonade, which was great.
Yeah. I think you're right in that, like, well, at Whaling Station the first night we ordered alcohol. So I think, the service was fine. I didn't have a problem with the service there. The second night at Esteban's, we didn't order alcohol. But you're right. We did order main dishes off the menu, but I still think that like our waiter was so concerned about that larger party next to us because they were drinking so heavily that he was like, fuck this couple over here who's only ordering 2 dishes.
Just trying to eat? How dare they?
Right. Exactly. So I just thought it's, and it's not even that he didn't give us much attention. It was like his whole vibe was a little strange and like condescending. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a little like condescending about like repeating repeating items from the menu and like just the way he was describing things.
Right. Like just like his overall like, you know, demeanor was like a little bit too much for me. I was like, all right, I'm just trying to eat my paella and go home.
Let's go. Yeah. I mean, whatever, dude. You know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. But what do you call? Went back, right? We took a little stroll through downtown Monterey.
Yeah.
And then went back and I think just like watched some TV and knocked out, right?
Yeah.
Did that. Got up in the morning. We got some breakfast from Starbucks.
Yeah. We did a Starbucks run that morning to get on the road.
Get on the road early. It's like 2 hours back to the airport. What do you call it? Scenic drive through the mountains on the way home, which was great. Really no traffic on the way back in the morning. It
was such a beautiful drive.
It was so nice, and having the music going.
Yeah.
And, just being like, oh man, we had a good trip, a successful trip. And then time the edibles correctly, and next thing I know, the lady's like, we'll be in Chicago in 30 minutes.
Hey,
and I was like, let's go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The only big malfunction was that fucking $115 Lyft we had to take home. Like, oof. Dude, we could not find a ride home, dude.
That was kind of like a crapshoot because it was Easter weekend. So that day we came back was Easter. And so, Ubers kept canceling on us left and right. And then to even get a taxi, the line to get a taxi was 45 minutes. And then, you finally got a Lyft and it's $115, and it's like, fine, I get it. Like, obviously we'll pay it, but I mean, just to go to, where we live, it's not that far.
Yeah. It was like, what the, but, I was like, hey, sometimes you just got to do it, it was late and I was like, I'm not going to think about other options that involve more time here. I'm just going to pay this shit, go home and go to sleep. But that was all in all like a very successful trip. I thought like in 2017, like, remember I had all those trips in April. I thought that was like the best travel month. But this one is like topping that like by a long shot. So.
It's been awesome. It was probably the most memorable April of my life.
So much fun. So I mean, we definitely got to do another one on Puerto Vallarta, like maybe later on.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, this was really fun. Thanks for doing this with me.
Thanks for having me on.
Hey.
We'll get you better at those.
Yep. All right.
All right. Thanks, dude.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.